Hey, what's up, guys? So this is the video everybody wanted. Everybody wanted to know why I dropped out of high school. And then I was like, I really don't want to make this video. Kind of want to stay away from it or whatever. But it seemed approachable to make, and I was like, everybody should know because a lot of my close friends don't even know. And I just, for some reason, I thought I've told them that story or whatever. Which I guess I haven't. I don't even know where to begin with this, but this is of course the dropout story. So I went to GC about a year ago, 2015. I was, I don't know, 16 maybe. Got in, brand new school, didn't know anybody. And I tried to fit in. I mean, like, I dance and I play games and stuff, and nobody really knows that I played games back in my life, I guess. Like, I didn't really talk about it, and I came on as approachable at first. I mean, like, everybody would talk to me. Like, this is before I talked to any of the women. Take this in. This is like when I first got to school, made friends, got in with the cool group or whatever. A lot of people, like, they were popular in school and stuff, and I was like, yeah, this is something I could fit in with. So the more and more I kept hanging out with these guys, got good grades, was doing good. I was hyped about school. The first 2 weeks, I was like, oh yeah, I'm killing this. This is nothing. This school is gonna be cool. I'm gonna make a lot of friends, good experiences, and a bunch of cool handy dandy stuff. And maybe a week later or so, I started getting harassed by a couple dudes that were my friends, and I was like, what the hell is going on, guys? What's wrong? They're like, we just don't like you anymore. Literally, they came out like, we just don't like you anymore. Not that cool of a guy. And I didn't really respond to it the day they said that. I was kind of lonesome that day. I was like, I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna just keep to myself today after talking to them in the morning. This was like dead in the morning, like coming into school. I went over to them where they were hanging out, was like, yo, what's up? They were like, yo, get the hell out of here. And I was like, what? And they were like, we just don't like you anymore. I was like, all right, understandable, I guess. And I of course, I just said that because I didn't want no beef. So I kind of just stayed quiet alone that day or whatever. And then I walked into this girl in the hallway, didn't even know her, right? And she was like, you're the new kid. I've been going to that school for maybe a week or two after she said that. But she was like, you're the new kid, right? I was like, yeah. She was like, yeah, you're gay, right? I was like, wait, what? No, I'm not gay. And I approached her. I was like, yeah, what's good, when I bumped into her, because she kind of leaned and bumped into me. So it was like that eye contact right when she bumped into me. I was like, hey, what's up? And then she was like, hey, you're that new kid, right? You're the gay guy, right? And I was like, wait, I'm not gay. They were like, well, Josh, I'm not gonna say names, but the three dudes I was hanging out with, they were like, yeah, they said that you were gay and you didn't really like girls or whatever. I was like, wait, no, I love vagina. Literally, they said, I love vagina. She laughed, she like blushed or whatever. She was like, oh, I follow you on Instagram, you should DM me sometime. I was like, for sure. Kind of never DM'd her a couple days or whatever. But there was a football game, and I go to the football game with this girl. We go to her house first, or no, we go to McDonald's first. She was all before that I even went to that football game. And my classes at the end, they were kind of at the end of the day classes or whatever. There would be this girl. We're not talking about the girl we bumped into in the hallway. This is totally new girl. But that's when it kind of started, when the edge started kind of like about the gay thing. But I start hanging out with this one girl. I'm really into her. Like, I like this girl. Like, she likes me. I'm getting the good vibe. I'm like, oh yeah, this could be the one, maybe. Like, yeah, and I'm not saying the one forever, but I'm like somebody I could chill with, maybe spot on with. And then we start talking. We kind of did it the old kid style, right? Because we were in class. She slipped me that number through a piece of paper with the winky face, trying to be cute and stuff. And I was like, oh, sick. So I started talking to her over the phone at night, talking to her in school, sitting at the lunch table with her, kind of getting close. Everybody could see what was kind of happening, what was colliding. And I planned to go to her house that day. It was literally that day. I was like, yo, I'm gonna go to this football game with this girl, but I'm gonna go to her house first. I'm gonna go out to eat. Mom was, all right, you have a good time or whatever. my what's it called? Beforehand, though, my mom was like, "Do you have any money on you?" I was like, "No, I didn't bring my wallet." She was like, "I'll bring it to you before you leave school or whatever." So I introduced her to my mom. She was like, "Oh yeah, I really like Stanley, all this other stuff." And then my mom was like, "Oh wow, Stan, I really like her and stuff." And then I was like, "All right, mom." And then she was kind of being cringy and stuff. I was like, "All right, mom, I love you." And then she was like, "You have a good time." I was like, "For sure, I'll call you when it's over." And she was like, "Yeah." And then so I go to the I go with this girl, right? Her parents pick us up or whatever. And it was kind of chill at first. It was kind of talking. She kind of gave me the cold shoulder after a little bit. After we sat in the vehicle, went to McDonald's and didn't eat anything. She ate a lot, actually, surprisingly. I'm not saying women shouldn't eat. I'm just saying it was kind of, she was eating a bunch. But after that, we go back to her house. Her friend's with us too. We picked her friend up at McDonald's, right? I'm at her house, right? Like at her house, right? They go to the bathroom. I thought they were just doing girly stuff, right? They were like prepping up and shit, right? Then she goes to her room, right? She hasn't even talked to me since I've been at her house. I only talked to her brother. Like her brother was there. And he's the only dude. And then the dad comes in, right? Dad watching TV with them on the couch, watching Ridiculous or whatever that show is called. But I'm talking to her dad for like a dead ass while. She doesn't even come out to talk to me. I try to go back there and talk to her, right? Gave me the cold shoulder again. Again. I was like, what is this? I didn't say that to her. I was like, oh man, this sucks. I'm at her house. And then before we leave the house, she was all, she drove or whatever. She was all lovey-dovey and shit now. She was all like cool and stuff. It was kind of weird. Her attitude changed, shifted hella hard. But then we go to the football game. We're up there at the bleachers, right? We're up there at the bleachers. We're chilling or whatever. She was all wrapped around my arm and stuff. I was like, "You want to drink popcorn or anything?" She was like, "Yeah, go get it." So I went and got it, right? I go back up there. She's gone. She's literally gone. And right, so I walk around looking for her. I text her. She didn't message me. I see her with some other dude wrapped around his arm. His arm, right? And then I'm like, what the fuck? I go up there, and then she's like hiding from me. She sees me. I act like I don't see her. She's literally fucking hiding from me. I go up there because I know where she's at. Ask the dudes. She was like, "Oh, yeah, she didn't want to hang out with you. And she's like hiding from you or whatever." I was like, "Why? What the fuck? We came here together." Then she was like, "Well, you're not my fucking boyfriend or my daddy. You can't tell me what to do." I was like, "What the fuck is this bullshit? I just wanted to hang out, right?" So after that, I'm literally at the football game all by myself because I don't know really anybody, just that group, right? And then these dudes that come up that don't like me start fucking wanting to fight me behind the bleachers and some dumb shit. And I was just keeping to myself. They were like, "You know who I am, right?" So one of these guys, right? I know his brother, right? They'll watch this video. Come here. We want to show you something, all right? I watched the video with them, and it's a video of his brother kickboxing, right? Fighting some other dude. He was like, "Yeah, this is me fighting and stuff." And I was like, "That's not you. I know that dude. I used to go to, what's it called? I used to go to a youth group with him, right?" He was like, "Yo, what the hell are you talking about? Shut up. You don't know this dude. This is me." I was like, "That's your brother, idiot." And then he just stops dead tracks. Like, that shit was so funny. He didn't know I actually knew him. And his brother's like a Marine now. I mean, like, I was good with his brother. I could have told on his brother like hella hard because he was being a dick. But I ain't like that. I try to handle my own shit. But that shit was so funny, bro. I almost busted out laughing, and everybody was like, "Wait, what? That's not you?" And then I just left with the big grin on my face. But then, dude, after that, he tried to fight me on the bleachers and stuff. And I was like, "Yo, what? I was just saying I wasn't you. I didn't need to lie or stuff." He was like, "Stop trying to be a smartass." And I was like, "Whatever." And I go back to the bleachers, whole game, sitting there by myself. I don't even know why I'm there still. And then I call my mom, right? Mom brings me some good shit, like some good food. After the game or whatever, she asked how it was, and I kind of lied to her. I was like, "Yeah, it was fun and stuff. It was fun with her." Kind of gave her the cold shoulder or whatever. And then I go to school the next day. Listen to this. I go to school the next day, right? Everybody, bro, like literally everybody was like, "What happened?" And it was like the weirdest shit. And then I had to explain to everybody. They were like, "What happened? Why'd you hurt her feelings or whatever?" I was like, "I didn't hurt her feelings." And then I find out that she said that she started the gay jokes and stuff, like saying I was gay and a bunch of other shit. That's why we didn't do anything together. And then I know my best friend that was there, bro. My best friend, right? Like, we did everything together at that school. He's the one that made the rumor with her. The chick I was about to be dating, and then my best friend, they both stabbed me in the back. They started, like, the gay rumors or whatever, right? And then, listen to this. Now she's pregnant with that man, right? She has a baby with the dude that she backstabbed me with. They're like married and everything now. That shit's like crazy. They got married at like 17. The weirdest shit. But I deal with all that. They were like, yo, you got fucked. I mean, like, bro, you're gay and you fucking, like, stood her up. And I had to deal with all of that. Like, literally all of that. And then I got these dudes, right? Because he also said I was talking shit about the group or whatever. I get these dudes that follow me to the bathroom, trying to fucking fight me. And, alright, at the school I go to, it's kind of like a country school. If you don't wear cowboy boots and dip, you kind of get kicked out the school, right? I mean, like, everybody would pick on you if you don't do that shit. Well, I don't do that shit. So they were like, yo, put this dip in before we beat the shit out of you. I was like, what? They're like, put this dip in before you beat the shit out of you. I was like, I'm not dipping or whatever. So I get in a tussle with one of the dudes. We start fighting or whatever, right? Next day, right? He couldn't, like, it was like a tussle. It wasn't really a fucking full-on fight. It was just like hit there and there, pushing the wall, and I was like, fuck off, and I walked out. Then the next day, bro, I get these 3 dudes that follow me to the fucking bathroom. They're like, yo, you're getting your ass beat for what happened yesterday. So I tried to fight him, got my ass beat, you know, a little scarred up and shit. And then I go to the principal. And then he was like, tell me the names of the kids. I told him the names of the kids. One of them got expelled for drawing a dick on the teacher's face on Snapchat story because I guess the teacher's son seen that shit and reported him. So one of the dudes was actually expelled from the school for something else, and I tried to expose him for it. And then these dudes were just talking back, stabbing me in the back, a bunch of other shit. Everybody didn't like me because I looked different. Everybody called me the N-word, the ER word, wannabe, a wigger, and a bunch of other stuff, right? And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with these racist people at this school? So it was a very hard environment, like very hard. And I had good grades. Literally, the grades were fine. I couldn't deal with the stress, bro. Every day. I mean, like, guys were just so intimidated about me. I mean, like, I tried to make new friends. I talked to one girl, they were all over my shit. They were like, dude, fuck off. You're fucking gay. Get out of here. Like, there was literally people that thought I was fucking gay. And then the fucking principal was like, oh, we support gays here. I was like, what the fuck? I don't have a problem with gays, but I ain't gay. I like vagina. Let's be real here. I like vagina. Like, I don't ride that. Like, I just can't think about that. Y'all people that are gay, it's all good. I have nothing towards you. I just couldn't be like that. So I'm dealing with this. I tell my parents. They were kind of like edgy at first because they knew that I came from a ghetto school back in North Carolina or whatever. Like, I was hardcore back in the day. My mom was like, can you not deal with this? And I was like, no, if I fight, I literally go to juvie. Like, if you fight out of sight of the bathroom or anybody tells you, or you get somebody like really hurt in the face, like, you're out. You're out of the school. That's literally what the principal said. You were like, you're out. So I had to deal with all that. And then everybody was calling me a failure because I was telling people I was on dropout. And then my dad comes out there. He pulls me out to school. He's like, son, you don't have to do this anymore. You're out of it. You don't have to go to the school. I was like, well, I quit school, right? I get everybody message me on Instagram that I guess cared or whatever. Some bullshit just trying to be because of the drama or whatever. So every time I see these guys in town now, it's like literally dead stare eyes. I mean, they fucking hate me. And it was just because I literally intimidated guys with women. They were like, because women were very attracted towards me. And then everybody wanted to dump my shit because I could pull in a big load of them. And then it was like, what the fuck? This kid's just a fuckboy. Get him out of here. He doesn't wear cowboy boots. He don't dip. Get that fucker out of the school. So I drop out of school, right? I'm in tears, bro, because I was like, my life's fucking ruined. And then I planned to get my GED, right? I was like, yo, I'll do my GED, all this other stuff. I was like, yeah, I don't do it. I don't do it for a couple of weeks, right? And then I'm like hella depressed because like I can't bring myself to do anything because of what happened at the school. I was like, I'll never get to go to prom. I won't be able to do any of this. I'm going to be lonely for the rest of my life because of this bullshit. Because I don't know how to handle myself now. Now I'm like scared to approach women now. Like, this shit's literally fucked me. I'm kind of getting over it to this day. And then maybe a couple months go by or whatever, and I meet this one girl. I dated her for a long time. A lot of some of you guys I know, you see her on my Snapchat story, or used to. I thought she changed my life. She literally changed my life. Then a couple months, I take her out to we go stay in a what is it called? I'm trying to think. A condo. We went to see a concert. We walked around the park. I took her to the city or whatever. I showed her the city life because she didn't have that much. I showed her how she could have a good time because she had a boyfriend that was abusive towards her with what's it called? With words. He was very aggressive with words, calling her a bitch and all this other stuff. And this girl I have known for like 12 years. She used to babysit me, right? She was like 2 years older than me or whatever. But basically I was dating my babysitter at one time. But after that, I figured out I went to go pick her up for lunch one day. I was like, hey, you want to go out? And take this in. I slept with this girl. This was probably the first girl I've actually really slept with and made love to. This wasn't no quick. Like, this was my first. Like, my legit first. And that happens. I drive. She's cheating on me with her ex, the dude that she's abused by. Like, abuse. She was like, I just can't. He was my like first lover. And I was like, why go put yourself in a relationship with that? And then she was like, I'm sorry to do this thing. And she literally said, I cried. Me and this girl, we cried together. I put her head because I left her at one time, right? I drove off, right? I told her, I can't do this if you're going to still like talk to him. Like, I hear him calling you a bitch right now. And I was like, I'm out of here. I drive halfway home. I drive back. I was like, I can't do this. I can't leave like this. What if something happened? I love you. It was literally like a fucking movie. My mom was there. Her mom was there. It was intense. They were like, you guys got to do what's got to do right. And so I stayed a night with her. I was just watching the movie. We talked what happened. She was like, I'll unfriend him on Facebook. I'll do all this stuff. I'll block him, right? So a couple weeks go by. I was like, yeah, me and her are really going to work out. I mean, like, I've dated her. She was my first kiss back in the day, believe it or not. And I was like, yeah, this is going to work, all this good stuff. And then I went to go pick her up, and I see her boyfriend truck there, out in her fucking house. Like, I was like, yo, fuck this. I text her. She's like, I'm sorry. She made up all these lies that he wasn't there. I was like, well, I just drove by. And then she was like, I call her. And then all she could say is, I don't know. And I was like, you use me. And I said, even before we got in a relationship, don't do this. She was like, I don't know. All she could say was, I don't know. And it pissed me off. And I still think about her to this day, but it's just, I can't. Then she dumps that dude, gets with another dude, a new dude. And I'm just like, what the fuck? I mean, I guess she just can't make her mind, to be honest. So I'm kind of getting that vibe, like, is she a hoe? Maybe not. I mean, like, I had so many special moments with this girl, I don't know what to think about her. So that goes on, still not in school, right? And then my dad's like, yo, you want to start this business? And I was like, yeah, I'll help you out and all this other stuff. So we get this VR trailer going. We get this wool business going where we make wool pillows and we do photo shoots and stuff with like animals and stuff. So I was like, yo, it makes good money. We'll do it. So I started making 12 minutes. I made $20 every 12 minutes. Then it got to where I was making 80 an hour. It really increased. So that's happening as we speak right now. And something I gotta tell myself is I'm still not in school as we speak right now. But when this business really gets to a steady point where I get a steady income, I'm going to start doing online classes. I'm going to go back to school. But I'll still have my business where I'm like sitting settled, so I'm not being stressed out about money while I'm at school. So I'm really happy with what's happening. And these are all the stories what happened that I was trying to talk about on my stream for all the people that watch this that were from my stream the other day. This is how my life is right now. This is the story about me dropping out of school, my first slay too, the first girl I ever slayed, my first kiss. I mean, like, this is everything that just came out because, like I said, when I talk about that school thing, it really does make me hurt, and it's like I express a lot of feelings when I talk about it. But the hardest thing with this is actually if I'm going to upload this or not. If I upload this, I hope you guys are proud of me, but if I don't, I'm very sorry. And I know if I don't upload this, you guys aren't going to see that part. Like, I can hear it in my voice. I'm trying not to get emotional about it. It's just so hard. Like, I wanted that school experience. I mean, like, I get it. Kids get picked on in school, but it was too much for me. Because, I mean, like, I had house problems before this. I mean, like, everybody has IRL issues, but I'm saying this was so rough. It was like a day-to-day basis. Social media getting blown up. Oh, you're a faggot. All this other shit because it's the way I dressed and looked. And I was like, I think judging a book by its cover really is a true thing. Like, you hear all those stories about bullying and shit, and then you're like, yeah, I don't see that shit. And then when it really happens, you're like, holy fuck. And I just don't know. And that's why I really express, like, I feel like I'm a true person when I play video games or just league or stream, because I can be open. I can express, like, who I am. Which, if I do that in IRL, I guess now I get looked at as a faggot. And I just don't understand the world. And I mean, like, the league community has changed my life. Just in the computer has changed my life in general. I mean, like, I told you guys on my stream, I got these 3 dudes, right? I know there's more now. I got all these dudes I have known from. I used to play WoW back in the day. I've known these guys for almost like 8 years now. I'll give them a shout out real quick. Eric Hume, Josh Richards, Levi. I mean, like, Tyler. Those are guys. And now there's these new guys I've known about 3 years to 2 years. His name's Steven. He's known as Fizz. There's Sean. He's Bullet. There's Nelson. There's a bunch of people I can name. I mean, like, there's so many. Those are just off the head. If I missed any of you guys, I'm very sorry. But there's just tons of people, I mean, like, that have literally changed my life through a video game. And it's crazy. I mean, like, I know you guys have probably had that experience. I mean, like, I get friends that give me RP. I mean, like, that costs money. You get people giving you money over the internet. Like, can you believe that? And then when you tell somebody that's never experienced the internet life, they're like, what? Are you sure that's, like, real money and stuff? It's like, I just can't explain it. You guys know what I'm talking about when I talk from an internet perspective. I mean, like, as you guys see how I look on stream, that's what I mean as I go to school looking like. And I mean, like, do I look that gay? I mean, like, what? I just don't understand. But this is basically my life story and stuff. And if you guys want a childhood story about, like, when I was 12, 13, what was going down, just let me know. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. It really took a mental state on my head to really make this video, because it hurts. I mean, like, not being in school and stuff. But I'm about to take care of it. I just got to keep pushing at it. And I really want to keep streaming and doing video for you guys. But if you please will subscribe and leave a like for me. And I think I already know what I'm going to call my base. Bunnies with the funnies. I don't know what you guys think about it. My Twitch chat kind of made it. I was like, the funnies, like, bunnies with the funnies. Like, it kind of has a ring to it, but I don't know how you guys feel about it. But I'm going to let the rest of this game play out. Thank you so much for stopping by my stream, everybody that does. I'm going to start streaming day-to-day basis if I'm not working. Stream will be starting at 4 to 5-ish. I do VR streams on the weekend and giveaways on the weekend, so definitely stop by. And if you guys want to play customs, let me know. I'm going to start doing PBE videos. Just a bunch of things are going to start popping out. But thanks for everybody that stopped by. Subscribe and hit that like video. Comment what you thought. And yeah, thanks for all the support, guys. And I'm going to just let the rest of this video play out and tell me what you guys think. Later.
Perfect.
Just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams. Yesterday, you said tomorrow. So just do it! Make